What's up, guys? You clicked on this video because you're probably a roofing salesman or roofing contractor out there and you want to find out, well, do yard signs actually work? We're gonna get right into that. All right, so let's talk about the overview here. In my opinion, do yard signs work or not? Well, if you're asking my opinion, hell yes they do. Yard signs are great for a lot of different reasons. And, you know, if we just look at this, not as roofing contractors and roofing salesmen and just as normal people, and you guys know this, you've been on the job sites, when a roofing project is going on, people are always interested. So if you're in a busy neighborhood, you'll always have people stop by and asking questions and just talking in general, or just watching. You know, if you're doing a commercial project anywhere in a busy area, people are just, it's like honey. They're attracted to the job because it's different. I mean, honestly, it's a cool thing to watch. So just with that in mind, why would you not want to have your sign right there at the job you're doing? Whether it's residential or commercial, you want people to know that you're doing that project. So an overview is, hell yes, you need yard signs, and that's my opinion on it. Now, those of you who work into the storm industry, whether you're doing hail, wind, whatever, all of you guys mainly use yard signs. So if you're kind of new to this, you're a new roofing salesman or a new roofing contractor, the guys who do storm work, I mean, they are great at advertising. Not only with just yard signs, but their trucks, and some of these guys have trailers, and they buy up every billboard in the city and stuff. There's an art to the way they market, but at the ground roots level, yard signs are really cheap, and we're going to get into some of the reasons that you may want to use them. But if you're working in a storm market, that yard sign, when you stick it in the yard, tells everybody else, hey, this is my client, back off. Now, I'm not telling you there's not other contractors not going to go knock on those doors and not going to try to get that client, but at least it's probably going to slow that down a little bit. Now, one of the tips and tricks that I'm going to give you, and this is something I used to always do, if I ran into a homeowner that was agitated, or a business owner that was agitated and they were so tired of dealing with people, and this works really well if you're trying to get like an apartment complex or a big property, if they're tired of talking to roofing salesmen, just offer to say, hey, listen, I'm not trying to sell you. Let me just stick this sign in your yard or on the property. And what it's going to do is going to keep everybody else from coming and talk to you. And then if someone does come talk to you anyway, just point to it and say, hey, I've already signed up with this company. Sorry, you came too late. Now, you may never get their business, but I guarantee you're going to have a lot better chance if you were the nice person and wasn't pushy, especially when it comes to businesses or larger properties, than if you're trying to be a pushy salesman and go ahead and continue to talk to them. Just leave them a yard sign. That way nobody else will knock them all the time, and they may call you and say, hey, I want you to do my roof. So just something to keep in mind whenever you're doing this. Okay, so the next point I want to bring up about yard signs, guys, it's an easy referral system. And what I mean by that is, by you sticking that yard sign in the business or homeowner's yard, what that does is now you can advertise to all their neighbors without being pushy about it. Also, more importantly, your customer can advertise for you. And I know some of you guys think that you're the best salesman in the world and everybody's always going to remember you. But guess what? People will forget your name sometimes, and they'll forget the name of your company. And hell, they may even give their neighbor another company's name because they've accidentally filled their card and they lost yours because their kid threw it away. The point is, by you sticking that yard sign in their yard, they're not going to lose that unless they take it down. Most homeowners aren't. They're going to respect that. So that tells them exactly who's doing their roof. And so when their neighbor asks, or their friend or their relative calls, whoever, they're going to be able to look directly at that and say, oh, so-and-so with so-and-so is going to do my roof. Oh, you need their phone number? Here it is. So it's an easy referral system, both for the homeowner and of course the neighbors too, when they're driving by. All right, so next we're going to talk about different types of designs of yard signs and their cost. Well, this is a yard sign that was always my favorite with our company. It's very clean. We had these done in black with white lettering sometimes. Sometimes we did the with the till with white or black lettering. But we'd always do that with our number. Now, this one I'm not in love with because I wish our number was a little bit bigger on this one, but the ones I really liked is ones where our number was broad and then we had, you know, a big enough logo where people could see our name of our company on here. And these were only like, I don't even know, 15, 20 bucks a piece. So they're very, very inexpensive. And, you know, if you talk about, you know, buying billboards or advertising or whatever, you know, it's much more expensive than what a small yard sign is. And if you're good enough to where you sign up a bunch of people in the neighborhood to maybe a storm opportunity or just happen to be in an neighborhood with a bunch of old roofs and you get a couple people sign up, people are going to start to notice who your company is because yard signs are going to be, oh wow, I've noticed ABC Construction because they've been in here before. Oh, I've seen Belfort Restorations on every street in my neighborhood. People are going to see these yard signs. So they don't have to necessarily be these big gaudy signs, but I will tell you there is a return on investment if you buy a little bit nicer signs. Of course, you always have to deal with, you know, if you buy the really big nice signs and you're working in the storm market, you may have, you know, other contractors come and pick up your yard sign and throw it away and stick theirs in there. So it's just something to keep in mind. If you're a startup roofing contractor, please listen to me. Work cheap, okay? So buy $15, $20 yard signs. Do not break your account just buying yard signs. I promise you, if you just put them in the yard on the people you sign up, they will work, okay? So I'm a big fan over simple over complex. Again, this is billboard advertising, Facebook ads, whatever. Do not let your advertising get too busy. And what I mean by that is sleek and neat always works. So if you start putting in like BBB and maybe you're a member of, I don't know, the NRA and you want to advertise that, or you're a member of the Chamber of Commerce, or you're a member of this, it just starts becoming very busy and it takes away from your overall message of, we're here doing this roof, here's our phone number to call us, okay? Like having the free estimates or free inspections. I'm not telling you not to put it on there. Everybody offers that already. So it's up to you on whether you put it on there. There's some other great yard signs other than this. This was another one that, again, it was just in my garage, so I pulled it out. This is not a product endorsement or anything like that. It's just, you know, ones that IKO sent us back several years ago. And this, again, is a nice, clean design. You know, our logo is up here and it's a little small, but big name right here. Big phone number, big email address, or excuse me, website. And so this is a nice, clean design. Now, another thing to keep in mind, again, if you're a startup business owner, is they did these for us for free. We got these when we just started our business. I want to say they sent us like 50 of these things. And so, you know, you do the math, you're paying 20 bucks a piece for, you know, and these are probably more expensive than $20 each, but you get 50 at $20 each, it's $1,000 profit that you're having to use on yard signs. So if you work with a shingle manufacturer or your supplier, see if they'll provide them to you for free. You don't necessarily have to always go out and pay for them. So use your connections, use your suppliers, use the people you're going to be doing business with, and see if they'll, you know, give you some free stuff. All right, so some of you that follow my company or follow me know that mainly we do multifamily and federal government contracting now. That is absolutely true, which is exactly why I'm going to tell you about this next marketing package we did. So obviously we got a lot of attention. We did the Get a Roof, Get a Gun video about 3 years ago. But I'll tell you, probably our most effective marketing campaign that we've ever done was with yard signs. Now, I did get the media exposure that video did, but what we did is I had a couple of my guys go out at night, and then I had a couple of my nephews go out with me. I paid them, I think, 50 bucks for the night. And what we did is I want to say we had about 200 yard signs between us. Of course, it took us a few hours. On a Friday night, we went out in my town and stuck these everywhere. So we had 200 yard signs all over the city. We had them, you know, in front of the town hall. We had them in front of the courthouse. We had them in front of businesses, all the major intersections and stuff like that. We had so many that I actually got an email from the city threatening to fine me if we didn't take them down. Well, I just told them that, you know, sorry that we had some salesmen get kind of carried away and we didn't have enough time to go take down every yard sign. But if they told us which ones that they wanted us to take down, we'd come get them. Well, that was the last email I got. We never got fined for it. And I'm telling you, we got calls non-stop after that. And we didn't even, this wasn't even a storm season. And of course we paid, you know, again, I think we paid 15, 20 bucks a piece for these yard signs. If you're gonna do this, make sure you don't use very expensive yard signs. Again, a lot of things I teach you is about doing things for the least amount of money as possible and getting the most return on your investment. So anyway, in a nutshell, we spent, you know, 20 bucks a sign and there was about 200. But you know, we're talking about, you know, about a $4,000 investment. And for those of you who work in markets where, you know, you're making $4,000 or $5,000 on a residential roof, not counting any commercial leads that you may get from it, you know, it's a huge return on your investment. And those yard signs, some of them stayed up for years afterwards. Of course, you know, some of them came down the next day or whatever, but it didn't really take that much time. And I'm telling you, it absolutely 100% works. And if you get in the local news because of it, what I would recommend is going and doing that and then having your friends and family actually complain to local newspapers or local news outlets or the local news in general about you putting yard signs everywhere. A lot of these reporters are always looking for a story to pick up. So if you get that, it's just free advertising for your company. Okay guys, well I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, I wanted to make this video more for the new roofing salesmen out there, new roofing contractors, or you know, some of you older contractors that are just looking at new ways to advertise for your business. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from us, give us a subscribe. Remember, here at Digital Roofing Innovations, we believe in using a modern approach with traditional values. Have a great day.